All right, we are live. Welcome to the Spin and Backfist MMA show for Wednesday, March 4th, UFC 236, not 236, 326. That was a little dyslexia hit me just in the moment.
It crossed you up.
I said
there.
236. What was on that card, do you think?
Oh, that was a big card. I think that was the Gaethje.
Holloway Poirier.
Damn it.
Close. It was a Holloway card. How about that? I was right about that.
Gaston Adesanya too.
We are here, of course, brought to you by DraftKings. Shout out DraftKings. We absolutely love our friends at DraftKings. There's only one UFC 236. Oh, I did it again. 326. There's only one UFC 326 this Saturday and on DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Once it's over, your shot to get in on the action is gone. Don't miss out. DraftKings Sportsbook is built for live betting, not just pre-fight picks, because in the UFC, one moment can flip the entire fight. One punch, one kick, one takedown. If you're new to DraftKings, new customers can bet just $5 and you'll get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins with code BACKFIST. So go into the DraftKings Sportsbook app, download it, use the code BACKFIST. That's code BACKFIST for new customers to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. And we'll tell you about some of our favorite bets later on the card. There's a lot of good fights to talk about. And it's just an exciting card to talk about, honestly. A lot of good names, a lot of good fights. I'm excited.
Incredible. Main event's as good as it gets.
Agreed. And you sent us the poster this morning, like the illustrated artist series poster, up there with the greatest UFC posters ever. I just showed it to Ken Jack.
Just for the sake of it, I'm going to show, because it was a guy who does like artwork. I don't know if it was an official UFC guy. His name is... I think it's Rick something.
I think they usually do like the artist series.
Ryan Smallman is the artist name.
I feel like they should be the main posters.
It's unbelievable. I want to like get it like printed and framed.
Yeah.
And, like put it in I think it's that sick.
It's so sick.
If the fight ends up
cooler than like putting like a picture of two shirtless dudes on your wall.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like an illustration is way cooler. Art. Yes.
It basically, this is one of those fights where like it feels about as can't miss as it gets.
I agree.
So barring someone slipping on a banana peel in the first round,
basically barring what happened in the last fight.
I guess, yeah.
Like an immediate first round.
If lightning strikes twice, then I guess I'll go fuck myself. But if not, then I plan on getting this printed, and I want to make something and put. I just think it's so sick.
Yeah, and check out our interviews. We did an interview with Charles. You guys did one with Max, and we have one at the end of this episode with Raul Rosas Jr., which all three of us did. We will have one with Cody Garbrandt probably either later today or tomorrow as well. There's a lot. We did a lot of coverage from the Spin and Backfist show. The chat is on fire. Shout out Abraham. He said, welcome back. We got a let's go, fellas. We got a Blessed Express coming through. Choo choo from Vince Stice. News-wise, what do you want to start with? I mean, the card last weekend, obviously, Lonnie Kavanaugh, great performance.
Incredible. Yeah, Jack called it.
Great he did.
He looks great. Moreno, it's nothing. I think Moreno's obviously lost a step, but I also think it's kind of like the evolution of the game where like young kid like that can strike that well.
Yeah.
He's that fast. He's that accurate. I honestly was funny because I saw it after and I got reminded that Topuria had shouted him out like years ago. On Rogan. It was like, this is like the next guy.
That's apparently why Cody has made Lonnie Kavanaugh one of his guys. He declared to me today. He made him before the fight. He was like, Lonnie Kavanaugh's my guy. And it was because he saw that clip of Topuria on TikTok. I think it's Lonnie. They were calling him Lonnie.
Lonnie, yeah, I think it's Lonnie.
Lonnie has been going viral on TikTok. There's this clip of him walking out, I think in Shanghai, or where is that where it was where he lost to Charles Johnson?
Yeah, Shanghai.
He kind of it went mega viral. It's like 500,000 likes on TikTok, and he's walking out, and the song starts, and the UFC guy keeps saying "Go, go, go," and then Lonnie's coach says, "No, he's going to go when he wants."
Yeah,
and then he ends up going. And then obviously ends up winning on Saturday. Looked great. The cardio is what I was most concerned about. After round 3, I thought, Moreno may be able to take over, but the calf kicks early on.
Hold on. Your mic's not working.
No, okay.
The chat's letting us know. I believe me and Ev, our mics are on. Your mic wasn't working. Please hold. We will get this figured out. We always do. Do you want me to go tap on it a little bit so you can see the levels?
Yeah. All right. So it's not picking up anything.
Thanks everyone for hanging in there. We'll keep talking a little bit. Tough loss for Cheeto. Obviously, we were saying going into this, like, this is a fight Cheeto really needs to win if he wants to stay at least. I don't even want to call him a contender at this point, but like in that space, and it's a tough loss. It
was the most classic verified of all time, where he
late start
loses the first two. Yeah. He starts beating him up in the third round. If the fight was another minute, he might knock him out.
Yeah,
but he waited too long. I think Martinez even kind of gassed. Martinez was done. Martinez is so herky-jerky. I got to be honest. I don't know how much I buy Martinez long-term.
I'm 100% with you. I left this fight like disappointed in Cheeto, not necessarily impressed with Martinez.
Same. I just kind of was like, Martinez. It honestly felt like this. I don't want to say this is as far as he goes ever, but I feel like if he's going to be on this trajectory where like he fought two older strikers.
Yeah.
And I feel like once he gets like someone close to his age, someone a little more like in their prime, I think he loses, and I think he might get like folded.
Yeah. And then King Green turns back
the
clock against Daniel Zellhuber, who at this point everyone's talking about the fraud checks on Zellhuber. The amount of times he's lost is a crazy heavy favorite.
He's the king of it. I think it's the third time he's lost is at
like minus
500, 400 plus. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what I was afraid of. I remember I mentioned it when we were talking about it. I kind of was like, he is the guy that loses. He's his big favorite. I don't know. It's been a weird regression though, because even like he even looked different than like the guy we saw against like Ribovics, even though he got hurt in that fight. That was an incredible war. I mean, I don't know. It's bizarre, just bizarre. He's still young. He has all the physical tools, and I think that's what like the odds makers see.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Bobby Green's still got it. I mean, he still can.
Clearly, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like when you have that much experience, he's a guy with like 17 losses on his record or whatever. It almost like doesn't matter. Like there are these fights where there's obviously exceptions to the rule. They can just turn it on. It's like you can never fully count out a veteran like that against a young guy.
They should honestly, I know he lost to Drew Dober even in a fight that he was winning pretty handily, and when he got knocked out, I wouldn't mind him fighting the winner of that fight from this week, like Dober or Johnson.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
I don't know if they do a Dober rematch. I don't understand if they want to, but it almost feels weird that him and Johnson haven't fought. I don't think.
That if Johnson wins, that should definitely be the fight.
Like two guys that like they've just been at lightweight forever.
It feels like that should happen for sure. There's some chatter in the chat. Didn't mean to do that. Vince said Cheeto may get cut. He gets paid too much to keep having those performances. Do you think he'll get cut? I think he's got at least another fight.
I think
but
he's enough.
That's not like a crazy thought.
No, it's not a crazy thought at all. I think he's getting close if he's not there. I think he gets at least like one more though, probably.
I think he does too.
It's more just
so liked by Dana in the UFC. This mic is a little. There we go.
Yeah, I just don't know what he's in a weird spot. Like, what do you do with him now? Like, does he just continue to be a gatekeeper? Yeah, like the next young contender they like at 135, just give him to him. I mean, it's kind of what they've been doing with Font too.
Yeah,
and Font's checked some of them, and he's lost
pretty
some
much.
Of them.
Yeah.
No, I think he's just like kind of a gatekeeper to an extent. I don't see it. It's unfortunate, but he may just not be very good anymore.
Hot Billy said he DM'd Cheeto about that, but he never got back to him. Okay.
I'm sure he'll get back to Hot Billy.
He will. He will.
Just didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But we saw it again.
Oh no, they're saying your mic still is nothing.
Sometimes you just want to
Yeah.
No, Jack's a calm guy, and I felt it there.
I know.
I know, but I felt for him because I was like, "Oh, motherfucker!"
Just the second I looked down, Jack's mic. Jack's mic is still off. Don't work. It's still no worky.
Tell the chat thank you though.
No, we appreciate that.
We do appreciate it. Hot Billy, Abraham, everyone figured it out
with the technology.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out
with the mic.
We're our own producers here. Every now and then we gotta call in a tech guy, but for the most part, we're making it work.
On the big guns.
Vince said, y'all talk about Poatan vacating. We haven't talked about that yet. Miami card is deep.
So
it's very deep.
So I said it to Jack last week that I felt this brewing.
Yeah.
I was like, do you think they would do Poatan John Jones?
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense. And there was the talk of really what made me think of it was there was this talk of Yuri versus Hamzat and then Yuri Oberg. And I was like, if that's the case, then like the stars are aligning for
we were
John
talking about
Jones.
it before one of our interviews. I remember we were like on Zoom talking about this, and you were saying like,
All right, here we go. Here we go.
You think it's working?
Here we go.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
No, that was so funny. Ev had a good feel on me. I am pretty calm for the most part. That was one of those moments I was like, how is this not working?
He was ready to launch that mic onto 7th half.
Jack doing like a it was like a Rico like a fist pound. He was like,
I would have loved to just pick that up by the arm and threw it through the window.
Yay! No, sorry to interrupt you. No, Ev did call this about a week or two ago.
He did, and Jones has said now, he's in talks with the White House.
And there's all these moments and quotes we hear from Ali that it's going to be something bigger for Islam than even Morales, or maybe it was Ian Gary. Then we saw a Venezuelan reporter last night say it's Morales against Makachev or Islam in July, which would be great, but we'll see. And then we heard, I think somebody said that, I think it was Charles this week that said, no, it's not Poatan against Serial Gone. It's something bigger, which I think would
be Jones.
But John said it himself.
Would you guys be that excited for that fight?
No,
I think
no.
I don't think so at all.
Listen, I think it would be a fun striking fight, and it would be. I think Gone would probably win, to be honest.
No, I mean Jones.
Oh, Jones Poatan. You know what?
That doesn't do it for me like crazy, to be honest.
So there's two sides of it. I think Jones mops the floor with him, so that's the part of me that's not excited.
It's gonna be like -800.
But the excited part is two guys like that, like just in the cage, and also I think get your Patriot hat on there on the White House lawn and be like, let's ragdoll this Brazilian around.
Yeah.
Whatever you think of Jones, it's funny because a lot of it has been made like, oh, like the Trump administration didn't want to see like Gaethje just get just flatlined by a Georgian / Spanish guy, which I get, and it kind of checks out with him. Like he's like, I want who's the best fighter of all time? John Jones. He's American. Like he's like, what's that guy up to? Like, what's he like? I envision this as being like
part of me that it's just like it feels almost like cheap of like, let's get the best fighter and let's have him face someone that's not even in his weight class. Let's have someone
that fought at 185.
That's what it's like.
You're just selling the greatness of like, look at Poatan. Like Poatan, it's perfect.
Yeah,
he can't lose. To me, he can't lose.
Oh no,
if he gets smoked, it's like, oh, he got smoked by the guy who smoked everyone.
Correct.
The GOAT. He moved up 2 weight classes.
Yeah.
But then if he wins, people are literally calling him the GOAT if he wins.
It is
he's a three belt champ. You're the only guy to beat John Jones. Like,
imagine
there's no loss.
That'd be awesome. Do you think Trump puts the belt around the main event winner?
Yeah, 100%.
You think so? You think he gets in the cage?
Oh,
I bet he does.
Just knowing Trump,
I bet he puts the belt on himself.
Trump may announce who wins.
He might have the belt around his waist just all night. He might walk around with it.
Because it's at the White House like that, and it's gonna be the main event of this historic card.
I make a special belt.
No, I think they strip Tom. That's what I'm calling.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, you're saying
they're
it's not going to be an
interim. They're gonna it's too special
100%.
to make it interim. I think they're saying, Tom, go fuck yourself. And this is the biggest basketball guy
what's
in the
more
world.
British on the 250th anniversary?
Smelly
or 200th anniversary, right? Or
250.
250. It is 250. Second guess myself there. Yeah, what's more patriotic, saying fuck a Brit?
I think that's what would happen.
Tom, if you're watching, I'm not in favor of that.
The biggest basketball guy in the world. I just think that's what they will do.
Hot Billy's fantasy booking the whole card in the chat right now.
What's he got?
50 versus T.I. and Ja Rule in a handicap match. Trump Jr. versus Hunter Biden. Don Jr. versus Hunter. Oh, he just swapped those names. He put Trump Jr. versus Hunter Biden. Don Jr. versus Hunter.
They just fight twice.
2 fights. Vince is Jan versus Sugar and Ilya versus Gaethje, pretty much confirmed. Just the fact that
Jan, we thought, had more issues than he actually had. He told Ariel yesterday that he's back in the gym very soon.
He also said he wants to fight at the White House. He said I want it.
People keep saying there's not going to be Russians.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah,
we'll see, I guess.
But also, I think these things can change. Ariel said that the UFC is the biggest mess it's ever been right now. he has good sources. I don't like. Is that because of the White House card? You think? Let's say it is a mess, or is it always just a mess? The fight game's always a mess.
I think there's just a lot going on. I think
in my mind, I'm thinking the same thing.
I think
always
it's
a mess.
It's the White House / Zuffa's taking up some time, and this
that
and that
has to be Zuffa boxing splitting everybody's time.
We saw when we went there, and what was it, or whatever, went January, whatever, that there it's the same kind of people.
All the employees are doing both, yeah.
So I could see where that is. I don't know. Ariel, it's weird with Ariel sometimes. I think he gets like. Sometimes they find him in these modes where he's being like, you feel like he's being like less biased. And then I feel like now he's been on a kick where he's really like trying to like twist the knife.
Yeah.
And like do the matchmaking thing and all this.
I could see that. Like from his perspective of if that's what's happening, like not like I defend it, but I see it.
I see like the angle he's taking, and I don't think he's like completely wrong.
No.
But I think I
don't think he's making anything up. Like
no. I don't think that. I just think it's probably. I feel like he's probably. I don't even say embellishing because like Jackson, I'm sure he has like real sources.
Yeah.
But I just think it's probably not as big of a deal as he's making it out to be, and it feels like he takes kind of the very like hipster like now MMA take where it's like, oh, like we don't like Lopez Volk, which I don't think the second fight, it wasn't good.
Yeah, no.
And I totally understand those kind of things and like the matchmaking, but even him, but in that same breath, he's saying like basically if Islam isn't fighting Gary, like it's like a crime. And I'm like, Morales deserves it over Gary. So at the same time, I'm kind of like, you're like saying one thing, but then like to me, you're not even saying like the correlating thing on the other side of your mouth.
Feels like the complaining's at an all-time high.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a lot of complaining.
Not just Ariel, from a lot of people.
Yeah, not just him. Yeah.
And I think a little bit of it has to do with the connection to Trump.
Definitely.
Probably,
UFC but I think also there is a lot of complaining about a lot of things, and that's fine. I think that's just kind of like what fans do and booking, and it's not as straightforward as another sport where you win, you get in. There's more variables to it. I will say though, let's say it's John Jones Poatan, Kayla Amanda. Those are the only 2 title fights on the card.
I don't think we're getting that either.
Are you disappointed?
It depends what the other fights
It does depend what the other ones are. I wouldn't be disappointed if they were like, if you were just telling me we're getting 2 title fights and that's it. Like that doesn't disappoint me off the rip. Like I don't need 3 or more titles.
I think it should be 3.
What if it's Kayla Amanda?
I think there needs to be 3.
Yeah.
I
don't think there does. If being completely honest, I think that's an awesome fight.
To me, it's just that if you're gonna say that, I agree with you for like any other card, but if you're gonna say this is like the super max like fuck you card, and we've literally seen other cards like that had 3 title fights. How can this one, and especially if there's only gonna be 6 or 7 fights?
Yeah.
Like 3 of them better be like male title fight, women's title fight. That's gonna be like that, like women's GOAT fight. And then you have 3 others that are bangers. Like I think to me, like Chandler's the no-brainer to like kick off the card.
Yes.
Have him fight. Have Chandler fight someone who's gonna like scrap. Just that's gonna go in there and bang with him.
Yeah.
And like that's how you kick it off.
You said someone for Chandler. Recently.
I said Torres, but he just got booked.
Yeah.
He did. He just got.
That would have been good though.
Fuck. Who was it? Somebody like a good. He gets.
He's good. He's good.
He gets in good fights. He's improved.
Who was it?
It was somebody I want to say in the top 15.
I'm mentally preparing myself to be disappointed by the card.
Yeah, I'm interesting. It feels like a Sphere type like vibe where
Here's
it's
the
like
thing though.
it's going to be more about the White House than the card.
I think it's just, and it's probably because the sport's become so international. There's so many fights to make right now.
Oh yeah,
like unbelievable fights. But it feels as if the White House is kind of holding it back because maybe they want more Americans on the card, which makes sense. But the American crop is not the greatest of all time right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But do they put Strickland on it? Do they put Strickland on it?
I mean, if the ultimate savior, I mean, like the best you could probably do right now, and in my opinion, would be John Poatan, Sugar, Jan, Hamzat, Sean, but I don't think they would be able to do that. They wouldn't do that. But Hamzat has the main event. They wouldn't.
I don't think they're not doing all 3 of those with no fans.
I think John Jones. If I had to predict right now, but here's the thing: how's Kayla's neck?
See, that's
I don't think it's going to be.
I don't think so either.
Was that hey, your neck's a little messed up, get the surgery. We're going to book you on the White House card anyways. Or was it? No, her neck's actually fucked up.
I think it was more her neck's fucked.
That's
we haven't
not
really
good.
heard much, which I think is not like to not even really hear much by this point. I think you're like pushing it for the White House already.
Next sometimes is 9 months, 12 months.
Oh yeah.
That's why I think once she had it, and I was like, no way she's gonna fight in 5 months, 6 months.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's more likely to be like the because with the Jones Poatan and then the combo with like a Sugar Yan, it gives you almost like the Rocky fight where it's like the Americans like the underdog, even though he won already. And it's for the belt, and then you have like your classic like squash match where like the American's gonna win, he's the best of all time, blah blah blah. He's gonna do the Trump dance after, even though I think he votes Democrat.
And
he's like the fakest guy of all time.
Yeah,
the fakest. Ever
he'll walk to the ring wearing a MAGA hat, but
and then vote come on
campaign for like Gavin Newsom and like, it's gonna. But no, I think that would be great, and also the spectacle itself will be awesome.
Yeah, it's more about the spectacle, and they're hyping the card for sure, and the card is going to be crazy, but it's still more about like watching fights happen on the White House lawn. I think
they're claiming they're going to have walkouts from the Oval Office.
Yeah, it's more about that kind of stuff.
And then Sugar Sean, I think I feel like Sugar Ilya's not going to be on it.
No, I think that's more likely IFW or close to it if it's not like McGregor.
And then we still have the Connor question.
Yeah, apparently Ariel says it's basically like a 0% chance it happens on the White House. If it happens,
it makes
International Fight Week.
I mean, if you get him in the cage, it easily could be his last time ever. I'm still not even convinced he's going to fight again.
Me neither.
So if you do, that very well probably is his last one.
Yeah.
They're trying to hype like if
you're
that's why I think it should be Nate Diaz. Like don't waste someone else's time with this.
Oh yeah. Max told us a little bit about.
Yeah,
he was like, I'm in. Like
he wants it.
And then Ariel kind of talked about like he was like
Max is straight up calling Connor out when he wins.
Yeah, I mean,
or if he wins.
Okay, I don't know if Connor wants to take that.
Fuck no.
Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't.
Way.
Especially now that Max is like a 155 body as well. Like he doesn't want that.
Dude, Connor can get to 155.
No,
that's I don't even,
definitely not.
See, the problem is like they were talking about like
I guess BMF you could do kind of like a catch weight kind of thing.
Well, I was even thinking like Max at 170.
Max go up to 170. Like, come on, man.
He doesn't want that even.
No, I think Max smokes him at like open weight, like anything.
Yeah.
But they were talking about. I saw like protest. I was like, dude, he don't want protest right now.
No,
that's a bad.
But he got booked. He got booked.
Protested?
Yeah, against
JDM.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
No, that's why.
That's great though. That's a great.
Incredible main event.
Yes.
And I don't know.
Is that a pay-per-view?
No, I don't think so.
It's a fight night.
It's Perth. It's Perth.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Incredible fight, and I think it's kind of like to me, it's like a one-sided title eliminator.
Yeah.
If Protest wins, he's next for the belt.
Yeah.
I think because if he wins that, I think he even would jump Gary at that point.
They opened odds for that, not on DK, but another one, and it was Protest was a big favorite, and now it's pick'em. So I think it's a pick'em fight.
I do too. I think
there's a chance JDM makes him look silly.
I lean Protest, but I'd have to really like.
Yeah.
I'm biased towards Protest, so I tend to always.
Could be a great fight.
I think it's an awesome fight. It's the length versus like kind of probably a better like.
Put Sal Killed on that card too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then.
Oh yeah.
Before
sorry guys, like it's right, like the sun is just right on my nose.
Yeah, it's hitting you.
I'm gonna lean back a little bit.
Before we go any further, let's tell everyone about new sponsor, Shady Rays.
Shady Rays.
Shady Rays are phenomenal sunglasses that are the same quality as the $200 sunglasses you used to buy. Not exaggerating, they feel every bit as premium as the most expensive brands I've ever owned. Meanwhile, you can take your Shady Rays to the lake, on the boat, at the game, on the job site, because if you drop them in the ocean, they replace them. How about that? You knock them off the dock, they replace them.
Yep.
If you sit on them one day, they replace them.
Yep. Shout out Shady Rays.
The best. And here's the crazy part. They're actually premium. Polarized lenses that cut glare hard, kind of like you could be wearing them now.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
It also, really is.
Polarized versus non-polarized, especially as a pale guy like myself. It's a game changer.
Super clear optics, durable frames with solid hinges, clean classic styles that look sharp without trying too hard. If you're outside on the water, in the sun, driving every day, You need shades that actually perform. Go to shadyrays.com, grab a pair, and get sunglasses with lost and broken protection. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com and use code BACKFIST for 40% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. It's a great deal. Code BACKFIST, shadyrays.com, 40% off 2 or more pairs. You start stacking that up, you're getting a lot of money off, 40% off.
And you can get it for maybe a significant other, a father, brother, you name it, a friend.
Any birthday coming up, Shady Rays.
I got a few pairs. They're great.
Great stuff. Shout out Shady Rays. All right, you guys want to get into the card this weekend?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else that really popped out? This in terms. We
was,
talked Islam. Gary keeps. I feel like Gary keeps making those videos where he's like, "Oh, you're making me wait. You're making me wait." I don't even know. They may just be leaving him at the altar.
Yeah, I think he should just fight one more.
So if Morales fights,
it's a stacked weight class.
Who does he fight? If
he doesn't, then he should fight Gary.
No. If Islam fights Morales next, and we have JDM against
Montes,
Usman.
So either Usman was the name, or he could fight there. See, you'd have to. This now we have to wait a little bit because I think it's April. But he could fight the Buckley Brady winner. I think that's not until April though, so that would be a while. Probably have to wait. So at that point, yeah, probably Usman. Usman probably be the one that would make the most sense.
Because he already tore and like the fight to make for Usman, let's be clear, is Bilal.
Yeah.
That's
what they should do. I don't know why they seem so. I feel like
Usman just wants
Usman. I feel like Usman doesn't want it.
Yeah, he said he wants legacy fights, which
because Bilal's been begging for it. We in Vegas last year. I said he was like, "That's the fight he wants. He wants to fight Usman."
I feel like Usman doesn't want to fight Bilal.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he wants it.
No, he probably doesn't.
So I think in his mind it's like a lose-lose.
I guess Gary could just wait. He has fought a lot of guys, and the Shavkat question kind of is like he's removed, so there's not a lot of he's kind of the odd man out, and
definitely
he's proved himself. So it's not like, oh, if he doesn't get this title shot, he doesn't deserve it as the next one. But here's the thing: if JDM, what happens if JDM beats Prates?
Things are a little more confusing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Then I think you do
JDM against Gary.
You can do a few things there. You can do JDM,
actually.
But then you can see JDM's in a spot where just because he just had the belt, he never defended it. So you could kind of give like you go a few. I think you could still go a few ways with JDM. You can go Usman. You can go. You could even go like the winner of like Brady Buckley. Still, I think you could. You could go.
You could give him a Brady, and then if he stuffs all, like let's just say doesn't let Brady get going against them, then you're like, hey, maybe he's ready for Islam again. Kind of like you could sell it.
I don't think they'll do that fight ever again.
That's true.
I think JDM would have to win like 3 times.
You're probably right.
And Islam would have to, and I don't think Islam might stick around long enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Happen.
JDM's the guy, and JDM's young enough, right?
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely young enough. He's still in his 20s. I'm pretty sure.
And you could sell like, let's say Morales wins, Islam doesn't want to like whatever. Let's say Morales beats Islam. You could sell a JDM Morales right away. You'd probably have a Islam rematch if you wanted it, but.
See, I selfishly want that because I think Morales winning is our best path to Ilya Islam.
Like at what 155?
Do you think? Well, I guess it's a 2-parter, but it's like, do you think he would ever go down?
I don't think he would ever go down again. I don't think his body would allow it.
But
I agree.
But do you think he's gonna fight like a non-title fight, or he just retires?
It's an interesting question.
Because that's where I'm like, maybe it would entice him to go down because the fans want it really bad. It's a title shot.
It's a huge money.
And it's huge, especially if Ilya were basing this kind of if he wins like his next 2. Because also Arman. He's also saying like Arman's saying he's gonna get the like Hunter said he's gonna get the next title shot, but he's probably gonna have to wait. So if he beats like if Ilya sleeps Gaethje and then Magic finishes Arman, then the legacy of Ilya has grown so high.
Late 2027.
That's what I'm saying. Like it becomes where it's like next year, and then maybe he does it, and then that almost becomes like the GOAT 155. Like,
and the money's probably there. Not that Islam really needs it, but the money's probably there that you could. I mean,
that's a mega fight, and I think people would really start to believe Islam could win, or excuse me, Ilya could win if Morales beats him. Because if he beats Morales, then it's not even a thought. Like he's just going to stay at 170. The only thing would be if Ilya goes up to 170, which that I think is possible if they both keep
And
winning.
then Gary's just waiting.
Yeah, that's where Ilya all of a sudden comes from 145 to jumping the line on him.
Ilya probably has to fight Armin.
That's what I'm saying. I think if he wins both,
Oh, you didn't even talk about Armin.
And then Armin fights Giorgio or however you say it.
Yeah. Getting into a friggin' brawl at Real American Freestyle.
I'll tell you what, RAF is doing really well. I think I always thought there was a need for kind of a professional wrestling kind of circuit, and they're doing really well. The wrestling community is so fucking big, man. Like they just love wrestling. They love supporting wrestlers, and it's awesome. And then the UFC letting their guys do it, I think, is cool too.
Yeah, it's a spot for them where they can make some money.
Yeah, and also like you see, I mean, Clay Guida getting some extra cash too. And then
Aljamain is doing it.
Aljo's done it. Bilal's done it a bunch. Armin's done it now, and like I think Hamzat said he wants to do it, but Hamzat says he wants to do everything and then does nothing.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this card. First fight: Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Luke Fernandez minus 230. I feel like he'll roll.
Yeah, Fernandez is a new guy. I think he was on a Contender Series. We only saw him for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, new guy.
Bellato is
thing. Bellato's like, if Bellato extends this, maybe, but Bellato's a guy I can't trust with my money.
I was gonna say
this is gonna be a firefight though.
I like the under 1.5.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a pick 'em because Bellato throws himself into it. I think Fernandez is big time.
Bellato almost lost the Igor. Arguably lost the Igor.
Yeah, big puncher, big striker. I think someone's getting flatlined in the first round.
This is a good fight to start the card.
I think so too. I really think I don't think it gets out of the first like 3-4 minutes.
Fernandez is the guy just like I don't like I have to see a little bit more. He comes from like a Brazilian regional scene where it's just it looks like on his regional tape the lights don't really work. It's a dim light.
That.
It's just
that's like when you go to like a hole in the wall spot in the city,
exactly,
and their lights are flickering. And you're like the good food is in there.
Yes, exactly.
I know.
Now he may be really good, but we'll see.
They're just Bellato. Maybe it was the last fight or the last couple. Bad taste in my mouth though.
Don't worry, I have no good taste.
But the Paul Craig,
kicked
him in the face.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
And was like, oh, I'm good.
Horrible. Jeong Lee versus Gaston Bolanos. Lee minus 290. Bolanos plus 235. Another one where the under 2.5 is minus 130. We should get a couple finishes to start the card.
Yeah, Bolanos is a guy that I don't really know how he's in the UFC. He wasn't really even good in Bellator, and he's not a great striker. Jeong Lee had a bunch of hype, and then Hyder Emil took it from him, and then I think he lost again. But I think this is a get right spot for him. I was considering putting him in a parlay, but I don't know who I would put him with, so maybe I'll just take him straight.
I think I am. I think I agree. Bolanos isn't a UFC fighter.
No,
I think I think he gets rolled by anyone who's like a real legit UFC guy.
And he looks like Ilya Taporia. Did you guys see this guy who fought in the Spanish regional scene? And he had Ilya's haircut, Ilya's shorts, Ilya's back tattoo, and fought like him too.
Yeah, I saw that. Then we've got Rafael Tobias versus Diyar Nungzangi. No,
yeah, it's a tough. We can just call him Diyar.
I probably absolutely butchered that. Tobias is minus 205 in this. Another under 1.5 minus 125.
Nurgozhay's bad.
Nurgozhay's bad, but
he stinks.
But also, is this a spot where it's like
you betting Tobias minus 205?
No.
Never, right?
Tobias may be bad too. Both these guys may be bad.
I don't know enough about Tobias to lay it. But Nurgozhay, I think I faded him last time and he lost badly. Looked horrible doing it.
He
that crazy choke he had like on the front from mount.
Rafael Tobias,
a guy who was making his debut.
Yeah, Rafael Tobias, guys who watch a lot of regional scene are not very high on him. He's gotten finished before. I think Diyar has a shot to knock him out, but I can't trust my money.
His cardio is really bad. Like he's got a lot. He's got a lot going against him.
But and also this is part of the fight game. But Rafael Tobias has been knocked out. He got knocked out by a guy who's not good on the regional scene on LFA. So we'll see. This is a fight. Yeah, Diyar's like a guy that people had high hopes for, and he's just awful.
He's been a favorite, and it's looked really bad.
Then we've got Jesus Aguilar versus Sumudaerji. Aguilar plus 200 in this one. Sumudaerji minus 245.
This should be a good fight. I've been considering
This
a
is a
Jesus
good fight,
Aguilar
yeah.
petition.
Yeah, completely contrasting styles.
Yeah.
Tall, long striker versus like short wrestler. I kind of like Aguilar, too, plus 200. He's been good as a dog too. He's beaten some guys. A lot of people. He beat that Steve Nickel.
Yep.
He was a pretty big dog. He's a few other ones too as a big dog. Yeah, I like it because I think it's the classic. Like, can he get takedowns?
Yeah. And
if it stays on the feet, he should style on him, but I might not stay on the feet a lot.
Yeah, and Sue's a guy that's like, he also Sue's really good, but leaves some things to be desired at points. Like, I mean, we've seen him, like Schnell obviously choked him out. That was the craziest fight ever. Tim Elliott choked him out as well. And then he split against Mitch Raposo, and then he handled Kevin Borjas, but Jesus Aguilar isn't very much like a Borjas, where Borjas has a moment early on and then just stops.
Borjas also is a pure. He wants to strike.
I think Aguilar, the reach may be the issue. If like he can't get on the inside and then can't get the takedown zone, but I've been considering Aguilar. He's been catching my eye throughout this week.
No, the same.
Good.
It's a big number. I like him at the price.
And then up next on the card. Sorry, I'm having like issues with this. Cody Durden, the first of 3 Codys. How about that?
Yep.
We were talking 2 Codys on the card,
Cody
3 Codys on the card.
3.
Versus just one of the hardest names to pronounce in UFC history.
Yeah.
Nyamjargal, Tumendemberel.
Yeah, I think it's Tumendemberel.
Okay.
I think it's something close to that.
Tumendemberel minus 142. Cody Durden, as easy as they come, plus 120.
I kind of like Durden. Durden's he's gotten knocked out in a few fights, and I think that's what scares me. But he's fought just way better competition. He has some decent wins. I kind of like Durden.
Yeah, I've been considering if this keeps dropping. The Art of Knockout, Nyamjargal, however you say his name. I think Durden's just done, but
he might be. That's what scares me a little.
I don't know. This is also this is
like he was looking decent against Ochoa, and then Ochoa just decided I'm going to run the knockout play, and he did.
Yeah,
a few guys have see Bruno Silva kind of did the same thing to him a little bit.
You run the knockout play
where like Durden was winning, and then the other guy just hit the knockout button.
Yeah,
and decided I'm just gonna run at him and just throw punches and win.
Under 2.5 minus 166. I don't know if that entices me enough, but I think someone's getting finished here.
Yeah, I don't mind the fight doesn't go. The fight doesn't go. It's probably like minus 200.
Then we've got Alberto Montes versus Ricky Turcios. Turcios plus 160. Montes minus 192.
This is just another not great fight.
I don't know. Obviously, I don't know a lot about Montes. Turcios getting plus 160. Is that? Does that intrigue you at all, or not even?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a Turcios guy.
I'm not a huge Turcios guy either.
He's an awkward fighter.
So crazy. He's one of the bet Zahabi as like a decent dog, like plus like 190 against him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not interested in giving Turcios my money. He just stinks.
Donte Johnson versus Cody Brundage, second Cody on the card. Cody Brundage, unfortunately, is a plus 455 underdog. Johnson minus 625, under 1.5, minus 195.
I think the UFC and Cody Brundage have like this agreement that you're going into squash matches. That's just who you're going up against. I think he's going to get squashed here. I just think the athleticism difference is going to be huge. I was considering, okay, wait a second. If Donte Johnson doesn't get takedowns here, what does this fight look like? But I think he's just going to get them. Like, I just think he's so much more athletic than him.
You think he's going to try to take him down?
Donte, yeah.
I think he might just knock him out on the feet.
It's possible too, yeah.
He's got good boxing.
Oh, he just became a minus 675 favorite as we were talking.
They heard us.
Line dropped as we were talking. Third Cody on the card, back-to-back Codys. Cody Garbrandt versus Long Xiao. Cody Garbrandt plus 130, Long Xiao
line
minus
just jumped up just a smidge as
155.
well. This is tough, man. Like, there's part of me that saw it, and I'm like, man, like Cody against a nobody at plus money, but then there's the other side of me that's like, man, like
I can't do it.
He's old, man.
I
He's
think I
been
might
around
put a
long
little bit on
time.
Cody, if I'm being honest. I might put a little bit on.
Everybody I know is on Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's betting, but I just can't do it. I'm going to root for him. I'm not betting on Xiao.
It's tough, man. I don't know. It's just in the year 2026, Cody it's like you're enticed, but then you're reminded like it's 2026.
Yeah.
It's not 2020 and Cody Garbrandt's a dog. It's a no name.
Yeah. Then the main card begins with Robocop versus Bruno Ferreira. Robocop minus 198, Ferreira plus 164. Another one where you're getting a minus 120 under 1.5.
Rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno knocked
When was the first one?
I would guess probably 3 or 4 years ago. Probably 3.
I was going to say 2021.
Yeah, 22 maybe.
Let me say.
No,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, probably 22 or 23.
I'm such a Gregory guy.
He's so good, man. He's a chin away from being like the GOAT.
Yeah,
But-
2023.
But I don't know if I'm going to bet him here.
Bruno, because Bruno is also like Bruno can be chinny too, man. Like,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, RoboCop just has that like you touch him and he just dies. And Bruno's got power, and he fought better, at least even cardio wise, better than I thought he would against Vettori.
Yeah.
Held up better than I thought. But he's just better. Like he's just a better all around fighter.
That's
It's
the
just
thing.
can he not get clipped?
And we've seen him get clipped here, and it's
Few
like, are you
times.
getting a discount price here because he got clipped by him? But I think it's possible that he gets clipped again. Bruno throws those.
You think he tries to go for takedowns? Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe he tries to submit him.
Yeah, I was considering a submission play on Gregory.
Because I think he might go that route. I mean, we've seen him do it before, and I mean,
The only
better
thing
time
is
than the
he's
guy
so
who
much
knocked you out?
bigger. He's so much bigger than him.
I know.
It's gonna be.
But that's why I
tough
think
to
maybe
tackle him.
but that's why I think he might be able to.
Get inside.
That's what I'm saying. He's plus 350 by sub, 150 by knockout.
I mean, I love.
Didn't Abus armbarred him, right?
Yeah,
That's why he has been submitted in the UFC. Like,
well, the Gregory's the guy that's like I've heard of guys and people talk about it on YouTube and stuff. It's like people bet Gregory by submission every single time, and it never hits because
Yeah.
he's amazing on the map, but it just never happens.
Mhm.
This may be the spot though. Or
Maybe it's the time. Finally.
what do you think of the under 1.5 minus 120?
see, I don't think Bruno's went longer in fights lately.
And weirdly, my mind says like Bruno's gonna fight a lot more careful, knowing he got knocked out in the first round last time.
No, Gregory got.
Gregory.
Yeah, but here's the thing: his whole fight style is first. Like,
yeah, no, it is.
Because even like look what happened against Cannonier. Like he starts off really hot, then he cardio dumps.
Yeah.
sometimes. So
No, you're
I
right.
know what you're saying. It's a good thought process. Bruno has been going later, but these are two guys that are going to kind of throw down. Yeah, maybe a round 2, round 3 submission.
I don't hate that.
Michael Johnson versus Drew Dober. Michael Johnson minus 122. Drew Dober plus 102. I think I've been down Johnson's last few fights. I think I've been 2 down on him, and he keeps proving me wrong, or at least proves me wrong often enough where I probably won't bet this, but I think Johnson will win.
I bet him minus 148, and now it's down to minus 122. But I really don't get it. I think he's the clear side here. Now, I respect the market, but I think he's the clear side here. I just think Dober's been looking not as great recently. Johnson just looks like a timeless kind of. I don't want to say he's been as good as his prime, but 35 and up, Michael Johnson, it feels as if it's just been steady. Now, how this will probably go is Michael Johnson looks unbelievable, and then Dober just finds a knockout. But I don't know. Dober looked bad against Propalik, or
Yeah.
like I mean, if that point didn't get taken from him, and they didn't make him fight right away, I think what was it? It was a legal shot. I forget what it was, but he returned too quickly, and then Dober ended up finishing. Maybe it was a nut shot.
Yeah,
He came back too quick. He was not looking good against Propalik. I think Michael Johnson is good still to this day, especially against Dober, and I'm fine that I laid the minus 148. I know it's like you don't like to do that. You don't love that when you've laid and the line goes the opposite way. But who knows? Who cares? I still like him here.
No, I mean he's going to be way faster.
Yeah,
and I agree. Dober to me is shot. I had the same exact thought as you though. It just the only hesitation is thinking like we've seen Dober look bad in a bunch of fights and then just randomly win, and we've seen Johnson look good in a bunch of fights and randomly lose. So that's the concern. But I think just especially it stays on the feet on paper. Like Johnson's the way better striker, way faster.
Also, it's just I don't know if Dober has that power as much anymore.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like Proplic, it was kind of very. Maybe it was a headbutt. I remember it.
It was something weird.
It was like something weird, like where they jumped right into it and just finished him. And it kind of was like, oh, like that feels shitty.
Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr., who we have an interview with coming up at the end of this episode. Raul Rosas Jr. minus 218, Rob Font plus 180. Another spot where it's Rob Font being the vet, being the underdog vet, seeing if someone could get past him.
The thing with Font is like we haven't really seen, like when have we seen someone really just like hold him down, take him down, hold him down? I guess Sandhagen did,
and that's also saying something. Like Raul Rosas isn't Sandhagen.
No, but he's
he could get the takedowns for sure.
This is the fight I've had like the toughest time with, because I think there's like that part of me that wants to bet Font as a dog. But then every time I go to like really be like, all right, you're going to bet Font as a dog. And I'm like, do I really want to do this?
Yeah.
Do I feel that confident?
I know it was a long time ago now, but the Christian Rodrigues fight, like does that with
Rodrigues is a better, like he's bigger than Font. He's a better grappler.
Yeah. Also, Gene Massimento, who Rob Font beat, took him down 7 times.
That's what was good.
Tyler Phillips took him down 4 times. Figueiredo took him down 4. So he's been taken down a lot.
I just don't remember him getting held down that much. But
well, obviously, I mean, he won against Masimoto.
Yeah,
despite 7 takedowns. So like you're right, and I'm not betting. I'm definitely not betting. I think this is a clear. At least it's tough. I was going to say it's a clear fight goes the distance, but I don't know. Like, could Rob Font? Like,
I think it'll go the distance.
Yeah, I think this is a fight.
I don't think.
I mean, it's favored. It's like that's it's like minus 200. So I've been considering that as a bet.
Or does it just end up being like where like Roses maybe like takes the back and he's not able to get the set?
That's something like
that.
And he's just like eating. He's eating minutes on the mat.
Yeah,
where Font's is like avoiding chokes.
And then Font maybe lands one, but Rosas like finds a way to like even. I mean, and Rosas is like even against Christian Rodrigues, right?
He just hasn't fought anyone that can really strike.
Yeah.
Like not at Font's level, but Font's just old.
Yeah. Then we've got the co-main event, RDR versus Xiao. Also, during this episode, I got a text from Marty Mush. He said, Bob. And I was like, what's going on, Marty? He just wrote Ritter on Saturday, plus 235. I said, do you like him? He was with someone last night, talked to me for an hour about him, and now I have to bet him. So Marty Mush is on RDR plus 235. I don't know if he's ever texted me about UFC before.
So he talks to Justin Steele, who Steele's a big UFC fan, MMA fan,
and Justin
Steele, and he loves taking big underdogs and shit.
There we
Justin Steele actually DM'd me
about RDR,
about betting RDR earlier in the. I don't know if I should have said that. He didn't. I'm just kidding, but that was just all alleged. But I want to take RDR here, but I don't know if I can.
It's a tough fight to take him in
because Borrello fights close all the time, but he fights close in a way that I feel like this line is right, where it's he's just 60, like he's just a bit better than everybody else, and he doesn't allow other people to take over. And this is a 3-round fight. But like, if this is on the feet, who do you favor? Is it still Borrello?
Probably, but not by like a ton.
Yeah, that's why.
But probably he's got more power.
Yeah.
But at the same, like RDR.
And how much do we downgrade RDR off of the performance against Brendan?
So he talked that he just was like his whole thing is he actually joked that he was like it was going to be Adesanya, and he was like, I'm glad because he would have knocked me out. Like just saying that his body wasn't in good shape. He took too many fights in too short of a period of time. He was just like dead. So there's part of me that kind of believes it because he looked like it in the cage, and he did fight a ton. He fought like almost 5 times in like basically a year.
Yeah.
So that weight cut a bunch of different times. Especially he was a guy who in one was that light heavyweight and
low key, he
middleweight.
should be fighting at 205.
That's what I'm saying. So there's part of me that kind of believes him a little bit, and maybe wants to give him like a slight pass. Because also remember the guy that went 5 tough rounds with Whitaker, and to me that was a coin flip. It probably was the right call.
Whitaker hit him, like
dropped
him
one
a
shot.
bomb. Like,
that one shot, I thought he was done. He smoked him with a right hand.
So like he's a tough guy. That's why I was so surprised by that. Maybe it was just a tough weight cut, and it was just that happens, and he's a hard puzzle to figure out. So that's why it's like plus 235.
It's interesting. It's another one that was kind of staring at me in the face from.
I've seen a lot of love for Barallo, which makes sense because the line, it was like minus 250 earlier. Now it's up to minus 290.
I have breaking news.
What?
Cody Garbrandt will be joining the Spin and Backfist show live momentarily.
Oh, nice.
I just got a text and Cody's ready early. I said, we're live right now. I said we could still do it at the scheduled time if you want to do that. Or I said he could join the live show.
But how would we do it?
I just sent the StreamYard link.
How would we hear? Oh, I think we could just
We've got these, right? We've all got headphones, right?
Oh yeah, let me fix it.
I don't know if I do.
I thought they were over here.
Well, we could theoretically.
We could also play it through the TV, maybe.
It's not.
All right, we're getting it set up. We're gonna get it set up.
Let's see.
I believe like any minute. If we put that on the StreamYard.
Can we just play through your laptop theoretically?
We also could, yeah. It might get our audio as well. They're getting him set up now. Sorry, I didn't mean to spur on new technical difficulties onto the show.
No, I think if you mute yourself.
I don't know if there's a way to mute like that. You know what I mean? Because if I go like this, and then I put it back on. So I put this on. Then stay tuned.
We apologize, guys.
We're getting this figured out. We're going to bring him on live. We weren't prepared to bring him on live, but I said we could, which might have been preemptive from me. But I think if I go to settings, audio, could also maybe just add us to the stage via laptop. That'd be maybe weird. Like if I went add, and then do we have, like it could work like this, I guess hypothetically. We would hear them like this. They could hear me. But you see, it's a little different quality.
I think we can hear him through this.
Oh, I think.
No, you want to.
Cody, do we got you?
Yeah, I'm here. You guys hear me?
Awesome. Yeah, we can hear you. How are you?
I'm great, man. It's fight week. Ready to fucking do this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, we're getting set up here. A little technical difficulties. We're just making sure we could hear you.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Can you turn that up just a little bit, you think?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. This is the UFC, so I'm not sure. Let's see.
I think we, yeah.
That's as high as it goes.
That's perfect.
No, that's
We
good.
can hear you
Sounds
on our
good.
end now. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so obviously, Cody Garbrandt, you've got a big fight coming up. Long Xiao this weekend, UFC 326. When this name gets thrown in front of you, what's the first reaction?
I didn't know I was even fighting this guy. My manager hit me up and said, "Hey, you're fighting March 7th." And that's it, man. I've always been like that. I don't really care who it is. You know, they send me a list of names. I always ask for the toughest guy out of that list. So, you know, they obviously thought Xiao was a valuable candidate for that. And, you know, obviously looking at his fights, he's a guy that comes to throw with malicious intent to kill you each time. So, yeah, I'm all for it.
Obviously, you've accomplished so much. What's the like what's the motivation? I know he's a guy that hasn't done like a ton in the UFC yet. Like what's obviously you get the name, you get like what's the push right now? What's the why?
The why is to remind everybody who I am. You know, they always want that performance, and that you know, for me, it's to remind me as well, but it's also the people. Like it just exciting for me to go have another opportunity. I think that's the why, it's the push. You know, I love this. It's not a sport. I love fighting. I fought my whole entire life, you know, to get here, and did it for free. Didn't care about the money, the fame, the whatever that comes with it. You know, I just wanted to be the best in the world, and I was able to attain that, you know, and I did it relatively pretty easy. Same calendar year, I went unranked to world championship. And a lot of fighters that spend their whole career never even get in the top 15 or get the big shots. So for me, like, it's just another opportunity. Every fight's amazing opportunity to showcase your skill, hard work. And I got back to my roots of boxing and wrestling, you know, and just having fun, not worrying about everything. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a fight, you know, and make it a fight, make it a brawl, make it dirty in there, and you know, just getting back to that dog, you know, being that dog in that cage, you know.
In Embedded, you've talked a lot about like going back to those no love roots. Is that exactly what that is? It's just kind of going in there and brawling, going no love, no is that just, or am I misinterpreting the no love roots?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You know, it's in the same vicinity of that, but controlled. You know what I mean? Like, saying, go back to my roots of wrestling. You know, I grew up wrestling. That was a savior for me and my brother. You know, our mom put us in wrestling at a young age and kept us out of, you know, a lot of trouble, violence. You know, who knows what or where we would have been without that. And I got into boxing, you know, and boxing as well was something I loved and I enjoyed, and just you know, the hard training, the sparring, going to those gyms and fighting. And then obviously in MMA, I was able to blend all out together and going in there and just showcasing, you know, like, you know, you're a martial artist now. I didn't grow up in a dojo or you know, a jiu-jitsu academy. I grew up fighting on the streets, boxing and wrestling, you know, and all the way up till the UFC World Championship, I just sprawled and brawled. You know, I was thinking like I was a finesse brawler. You know what I mean? I finesse, you know, so I like to church it up a little bit. You know, I was finesse with it. But you know, I got the skills, I got the speed, I got the power, I got the lucidity inside the octagon that, you know, some of these fights I've been in, I just, you know, for me, it was just a lot of noise outside, you know, really channeling that noise out and just focusing on, hey, you know, your training, your health, your mental health. You know, I'm a father. I just had a daughter 2 months ago. So, you know, just life's good for me, man. I'm excited. Training camp's been one of the best camps I've had in, I don't know how long, years and years. I was able to progress and just elevate as a fighter, you know, getting back to my roots, you know, getting back to what I love, boxing and wrestling. I focus really on boxing and wrestling this camp, and then doing the hard sparring and obviously the hard conditioning, getting your body ready to go in there and fight at a crazy pace for 15 minutes if it needs to be.
Yeah. Outside of fighting, like during fight week itself, what is keeping you grounded? You speak about the chaos of fight week and having maybe distractions at some points in your career. Like, what are you doing this week to just make sure you stay grounded and calm?
Like I said, I have a 2-month-old daughter. It keeps me busy. So I leave the gym or the media and do that. I'm getting spit up on. I'm changing diapers.
All right, that'll humble you.
Yeah. You know, and she's just so precious, man. Like, she's just, you know, it's great, man. She's made me really thankful for life, and so has my son as well. You know, and seeing their relationship together. My son loves his little sister so much. You know, at the end of the day, man, families, that's all thing that matters. Like, I do this to provide for them for opportunities that I didn't have as a child growing up or as a kid. So, you know, I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful to go out there and have an opportunity on Saturday to showcase my skills and the love for the sport again, man. Like, 'cause I was one of those guys that, I loved it and hated it so much. And, just getting back to, like, this camp was effortless. You know, I went to the camp every day, and, you know, no matter how tired I was or how little sleep you got the night before or how banged up you were, man, it was just one of those days I feel like I leveled up every session. So, especially I'm at my career, you know, I just feel like I'm finally honed as a martial artist and understand, you know, how to fight, you know, with that, you know, use all the skills, you know, don't have to, you know, I don't have to clash every time, you know, I dictate the fight. When this guy wants to come in and try to brawl, then I'm out there, you know, sticking and moving, and then I control the dance. So that's what we've been working on, just reminding everybody, you know, who I am. My coaches have been doing an amazing job of like, dude, you're one of the baddest, toughest, fastest fighters in the world. Believe in yourself. So I think that belief in yourself and myself has really contributed to not only, you know, the leveling up in my skills, but also the drowned noise that comes within camps, and the anxiety and the excitement and all that comes in with the fight. You know, it's like we're fighting another guy that believes he's the best. He trains, he sacrificed so much, he came over adversity in his life as well, to go out there and make a statement and use you to catapult his name, you know? So thinking of it like that, like, man, I worked so hard for someone to come in here and try to, you know, beat me up, you know, and use my name to catapult their career. You know, I still have a long fights, a lot of fights in this game. You know, I feel like I'm just finally finding my stride with my coaches and the team and how we've trained this last camp. That's just, man, Saturday, tune in.
How I would say we've done a lot of stuff with Patty in the past. We're friendly with him. How often do people bring up to you or send you the sorcerers don't get knocked out clip?
You know, how many times I did that already in this media tour?
Really?
Yeah. Times. Like, how does it make you feel? Like, listen, dude, I didn't fucking know what he was talking about. I thought he was a Harry Potter sorcerer. You know? I didn't know what it was. I just got explained by the Australian guys what that was. I'm like, oh, all right, well, hey, that's cool. That's cool. Either way, it was like you're a sorcerer or you're a scouser. You know, and I understand what a scouser is. You know, and
I mean, we just saw it with Gaethje. I think you're right.
Yeah,
dude, they don't.
Yeah, he can't. That dude's got a chin on him. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't just the toughness. You know what I mean? Gaethje's one of those guys that's. He's a violent dude in there. He's like, not, you know, he's not your friend. He's making it dirty. It's never a clean skate fight with Gaethje. It's one of those dudes. It's going to be a bar fight, and it was great, man. That's why I felt like, man, I was watching. I was entertained. You know, that's what matters. You know, and I think that I spoke about that earlier. I think Patty's young in his career, and he'll be back there. You know, he'll be back up in the tops, and he's you can't teach heart like that.
Absolutely.
Are you a guy that spends a lot of time on TikTok and sees because the sorcerers don't get knocked out has been used a lot in these MMA edits where it'll be you and then it'll cut to Patty. But also, I mean, I see a lot of Cody Garbrandt edits on my TikTok feed too. Is that something that pops up on yours, or is there's too much dad mode going on?
No, you know, I need to get TikTok. I don't even have TikTok.
Okay. It's probably better that you don't.
I do have a lot of people send it to me. Sometimes, you know, they send it to me and I try to click on it. It's, oh, you need to download, you need to get the TikTok app. I'm like, and you know, my son, dude, he's all about streaming. He's got a YouTube channel now.
Oh, so cool.
He's asked for a PC for his birthday next week. He turns 8.
Nice.
I'm like, listen, Dad, Dad, I'm not tech savvy. We didn't have it. We were outside. Man, we were outside doing some hood rat shit, you know, at a young age. Yeah. You know, when we weren't, we were in the wrestling gym. My mom, you know, drove us all over. You know, I mean, we drove over the state of Ohio to train, man, in the greater part of the Midwest to wrestle. You know, so we were always just, you know, outside, you know, doing that kind of stuff or training. So we never really had time to play games. And honestly, like the video games, we'd always get grounded from because I had a brother that was 10 months older than me. And you only get 30 minutes, you know, and then it's my turn to switch, and it always turned to a fight. So we'd always just be grounded, you know. And our mom was, you know, she showed us tough love.
Yeah,
I'm thankful for that. You know, we grew up great. You know, father was out of the picture and out of prison our whole life, so my mom had to be that mother and father for us, and she gave us the best start that she could have done. And now he's become a father. You know, you understand those kind of lessons that she taught us, or those values, you know. So I'm super grateful that the mother that I was blessed with.
Of course,
Shout out the mom. Shout out to all the moms out there.
Shout out to the moms. And when your career is all said and done, what do you want people to look back at the career of Cody Garbrandt and say?
You know, I kind of pondered this thought a lot. You know, I kind of got asked a question about it, like, hey man, I just want people to remember me for you know, a warrior that goes in there every time. There'll never watch a Cody Garbrandt fight and not be entertained, whether win, lose, or draw. I always go out there, I come back with my shield or I'll be carried on it. And that's what, at the end of the day, that I want my career to be reminded.
I was like going off that too, because I've noticed over the last few years, like a lot of the embeddeds, like the young guys really got a lot of love and respect for you. You see them go out of your way to show you love, what a legend you are. Like, how does that feel now at this stage of career? The guys are coming in the UFC and be like, Cody Garbrandt's like, you're the guy that I grew up watching, idolizing, respecting, like wanted to be in the same spot as you. And then here they are it's an honor to be on the card with you. Like, how does it feel to be in that spot now?
It's wild. I was that kid, 10 years ago. I was, 22, 23 in the UFC, seeing all these legends fighting on these big cards. I'm like, man, this is great, and it makes me feel old. You know what I mean? Like, I used to watch you as kids. These come from all these other countries. I used to watch you as a kid. And I'm like, man, how old are you? Like, so it's cool. It's cool to see. Like, I remember being a kid looking up to these fighters and wanting to do this. And UFC was getting popular. In the early 2000s. I'm like, man, I'm going to be UFC champion. I'm like, this is what I want to do. I grew up, I think my age group is like, UFC's been 30 some years old now, so
Yeah.
I'm 34. So I grew up watching the UFC, and it became really mainstream with Forrest Griffin, Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz, all these guys. It was like, man, this is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be I didn't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a, firefighter or anything like that. I wanted to be a world champion in the UFC. That's what I grew up. So we were those hybrid fighters where we started to, we had to wrestle and box, and then got to the gym and we started mixing them together as being a hybrid. Now these younger kids, man, they just go straight into MMA. We would, it was still kind of like the Mohican days, the pioneer days of like, hey, okay, we're going to go here for boxing, here for wrestling, here for jiu-jitsu. And then, so it was like we were just trying to figure out, how to train. I was sparring with heavyweights as a bantamweight, whoever showed up it was you were sparring, and that's, I think that's what's a little bit different than this younger generation. A lot of them are, like the same, man, they're coddled, like, dude, if you show up and there's a middleweight at the gym and he needs rounds, you're sparring this dude. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, I would die to do it. I would go out there and be like, man, I'm getting the work in today. That's kind of always the mindset that I had. But, going back to your question about that, it's a great feeling, to know that I've done something impactful in my career, that these kids have looked up to me and want to, give me the support and love of being on the same card and watching me throughout my career. So it's great. I got nothing but love for them. You know what I mean? Like the future of the MMA, with the young fighters and the guys that have that dream too. I was that kid that had that dream. It was as crazy as that dream was, and everyone told me that, fighting mount to anything. Will you ever amount to anything? Like I was fighting 14 years old and like boxing shows and like a local Mexican restaurant in the basement. And like this, I loved it. This is what I love to do. You know what I mean? And all the way up to some of the biggest cards, Madison Square Garden, at the T-Mobile. I mean, headlining cards, being a world champion. So, I just feel like, I just put that out there in the universe and I chased it and I never gave up, even at the, hardest days, man. I just had that light at the end of the tunnel as being a UFC world champion.
You did it, brother. You did it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the time. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to the fight this weekend.
Thank you, Cody.
I appreciate it. Love your guys' channel, man. It's awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Appreciate that. Awesome.
Cody, no love.
That was the first
live.
Yeah, live. Thank
Everyone
you
live
for
mid-pod.
figuring that out.
We figured it out.
We figured it out.
Jack,
Thanks
that was
to Jack.
seamless, both of you.
We got it done. Look at that.
That was
boom.
good.
Garbrandt, we didn't even know he was going to join the show live. We
Off
thought
the
this was gonna
cuff.
be afterwards.
And then
Yeah,
we have
we
Raul
thought it was-
Rosas after.
we still have Raul Rosas. We still have the main event to talk about on
Yeah.
this card.
We kind of came at the perfect time, right?
I know, that was like-
Yeah,
Co-main
right,
in the
co-main.
main.
It really was nice.
I guess we didn't really have any bets on Cow.
Yeah, like I guess it's like I want to see whenever I like don't have like a strong ticket, it always makes me just like want to take the dog.
That's fair. Yeah.
But Art, it's a big price. Cows it because the Imavov fight was kind of weird. Like it left something to be desired. I was kind of like I was on.
Well,
I was on Cow in the fight. I thought he was gonna win. Obviously, I bet on him. I thought he was gonna fight better.
Imavov, I mean, our Cow is kind of a very not similar, but he cut weight like 2 weeks before that fight against Imavov because
Oh,
he
you're
waited as
right.
the backup for
You're-
DDP
You're right.
against Hamzat,
yeah.
and then he went all the way to France and had to fight him there, right? And I think that was just too much for him. So these are two guys that are coming off of losses that both were losses against guys that are really damn good, but you're kind of thinking, okay, was it kind of the step up too much? Or for RDR, was the weight cut and everything too much? And same with Burrell a little bit. So there's a lot of questions here. That's why I've kind of just been like, I think it's going to be fun. But yeah, if he Homer Simpsons his way to a victory, it's awesome.
Yeah. And then the main event, BMF title fight, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira. Doesn't get better than this. This is just friggin' awesome.
Why does someone have to lose, man?
I know. Holloway minus 230, Oliveira plus 175. Does that feel wide to you? I think Holloway is the side, and I'm picking Holloway for sure.
Oh wow, we missed this. What just happened?
Breaking
wait,
news?
never mind.
I got got
no, it was not. Not my fault. Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell set for grappling match. And I was like, oh, I saw Gene Silva.
Saw that already.
Yeah.
I saw Gene Silva verse, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What is this going to be? And then, anyway,
is it like Real American or just a grappling thing?
I don't think it's
not like wrestling, right?
Submission only.
Gotcha. I wonder if that's the company that Giorgio
Hype Brazil
Armin almost had the rematch in.
I think that's it was at Hype. Yeah.
I do think Holloway's the side minus 230 against Oliveira. I was like, really?
It's tough because I do think Max is gonna win. I think he has more. I think the path to victory is more clear for him. I think he's just the better striker, and he just has the granite chin. I think he's gonna land more volume. Oliveira can be hurt. We've seen that. Obviously, I'm not calling him a quitter. The man's farthest thing from it. But I just think over 5 rounds too. I don't know. I think he'll find a way. Whether I think he beats him by decision probably. Because Charles to me, I feel like to win, listen, he cracks. Could he just hurt Holloway? Sure. He has been dropped a couple times.
Post Topuria Holloway.
They both were flash. They both were flash knockdowns. Besides Topuria, obviously he just got knocked out. But I don't know, man. I just think he's a better striker. The volume. I think I just can trust his. I don't know if I call his process more kind of thing. We just never seen him really get choked out like this version of him, and it's hard to imagine a guy that hasn't really that hasn't happened to just happening. But yeah, I like it so because I like Holloway, but then when I say it out loud, I'm like, damn, Oliveira plus 180 is man. I think if you're gonna take Oliveira, you take him by finish.
Yeah.
Because I think that's how he's. But I think Holloway's going to win the fight.
Yeah, I just think Max is just really damn good, and I just don't think Charles is good enough to win this. I just think Max is almost. I think he's going to finish him.
You think so?
Yeah,
I could see it with, especially in the later rounds. And at 155, he can crack.
I think he's just going to lay it on him. Now, I will say, the one concern I have is. I mean, Max has been hurt now 3 times in a row or so. I mean, he got hurt against Korean Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, yeah.
Kinda, but yeah.
Dustin, the one where he got dropped, he did kind of, but it was even that he hurt Dustin a lot more. And then Gaethje kind of same thing. Gaethje did kind of drop him, but it was a quick on his button up.
Yep.
So that's where I'm he's been hurt, but he hasn't been
I also think Max is kind of in
Topuria.
this flow state in his career that's really, really elite. Where Charles is going to need a moment.
Yes.
I think Max.
I think that's exactly right.
What Ev was saying. The process. I think he could just flow his way to either a decision victory or he finds
finish.
Finish. I think he could even finish some early in the fight.
That would surprise me a lot, but
But how Charles fights? Charles comes forward and
reckless. That's where I could see it. He's so reckless that he could just walk. And that's Max. We've seen the power over the last. He didn't always have at the beginning of his career. I mean. He's got a bunch of knockouts recently. Yeah. And there's still I don't think he pulled up purposely, but there's times where I think even early in the Poirier fight, I think if he let his hands go more, I think he was respecting Poirier's power coming back.
Yeah.
So I think that was more, I don't think he was holding up for I don't want to kill the legend. I think if he could have, I think he was just kind of being cautious of I don't want to walk into something stupid.
I also think if Charles gets Max's back at some point or in a really tough submission or really advantageous spot for him. I think Max has the ability to survive if it keeps happening
do too.
over and over. Yeah, but Charles is still
Chandler did it.
Yeah,
Chandler has survived like a million rounds of.
Yeah.
In the first fight, he had his back and overturned, almost knocked him out. And then the second fight, he had his back a ton.
I just think, and I think there's really some really good fights for Charles, and then like this one is he's live. Like this is not he's just gonna. But I think Max is just. I think Charles has to hurt him.
Yes,
and I think the chance that he hurts him is pretty low in my mind. And then if he doesn't hurt him, I just don't see I saw a tweet. It was like, oh, when Charles gets it was like a video of a biology show of like an erection happening. I know, but it was like Charles just got it wasn't an actual penis. It was like if you were in biology class and it was like when Charles gets a takedown in round 4 against Max Holloway, and I was just thinking,
Gotcha.
I got you.
And I was just thinking, I don't really know if that would even. Like Max's cardio is elite. I don't really know if that would really mean anything.
I think it's more just Charles. Charles is a moments fighter. Like he wins fights off big moments. Like he has big moments and he doesn't let you off the hook.
In my mind, I think this is gonna go the distance.
That's why if it goes the
that
distance,
would surprise me.
If it goes the distance, I think it's because Holloway just beat him up for
that's how I see it
multiple
going.
rounds, and he just kind of was able to survive and not get finished. But Charles will go for it. Which the guy who goes for it is also the guy who unfortunately
can get finished.
I think Charles is
live and die by the sword.
Is truly a killer, be killed fighter. The Chandler fight was weird. Now I'm looking back on, I really can't believe that went 5 rounds.
Insane.
After how it started,
but
it's because he just couldn't choke him.
Yeah,
like Chandler just was able to defend the chokes well for long periods of time.
Yeah, but I just think Max is really set up well for here, and I think this is a huge moment for him, and I think he's ready. And yeah, but it's an unbelievable fight, a fight that every MMA fan is going to be can't wait for, and I can't wait for it either. And every time Charles fights, it's unbelievable. Max fights are unbelievable. It's just it's everything that you're a fan of the sport for.
Everyone will be happy for the winner, and I'm sad for the loser. I know I will be, but yeah, I think Holloway he'll get it done.
Do you want to pick out a couple fun bets for the people? Make a parlay out of some props.
Yeah. What new segment alert?
New segment alert.
Okay.
Shout out DraftKings. Again, that code is BACKFIST. Bet just $5.
We talked about it earlier.
If your bet wins.
But this time we're just going to do all of our favorite props. Right now, only the props are only available on the main card, which
no, they're on the undercard now.
It just happened. They must know.
I think there's like 2 fights where they're not available, but everything else is still, at least on mine. Maybe you have to refresh. Interesting. Favorite props on the card. And make sure to tell us your favorite props in the comments.
On the first 3. I mean, if you think that, do we want to do like Holloway knockout?
Well, I think the idea of the segment is like we all do our.
We each pick one.
All pick our favorite one.
Okay. I should have came a little more prepared for this.
We can talk this out though, because if we started, I'll pick my first one. I'm going to do Gregory Rodrigues by submission plus 350.
I like it.
I like that. Now I just looked at Rob Font and Raul Rosas Jr. The decision props. Nothing was Rob Font via decision plus 300.
Hey, take it. This is not.
I think that might be mine.
If that's your favorite prop on the main card, that's your favorite prop on the main card.
And it's like I don't know if I'm super confident in it, but I'm like, I think this fight might go to decision. You're giving me plus 300 on the guy where I'm like, he's got a real shot there. You know what? I'm getting more confident. Rob Font plus 300 decision.
All right, we're up to 17-1 on the parlay.
Nice.
Should we just finish it with the main event KO?
Yeah. Give the people a main event one.
Do Holloway KO?
Yeah.
Or do like a
exact method of victories plus 110.
For just
KO.
Either side KO.
Ooh.
So the problem with Charles is such a club and sub guy.
Holloway's plus 165 KO.
Do Holloway. Oh man.
That would put us
do Holloway KO.
46-1.
Do Holloway KO.
We're gonna have to name this something.
Yeah, it's like
Propapalooza. That's used a lot.
No.
But like
something UFC related would be nice.
You know what's crazy? We kind of did our own
ground and
parlay
pound
here. This is something that's been made popular by Matty Betts.
Yeah, shut up, Matty Betts.
Where you pick a submission, a decision, and a KO. We
Yeah,
did
we
that
did
by accident.
Yeah.
True.
But
We just
now
locked
I
in.
didn't want to make it specifically that because it would seem like we're taking Matty
Yeah.
Betts' flow.
No, that was an accident.
But this is an accident. But it is kind of like they call it the cycle parlay because every one hits. But
just add in Brundage by DQ.
by DQ.
And make it the actual cycle. The Grand Slam.
What can we name it?
I was thinking something 3 rounds.
Oh, by the way, I'm working on something special.
Something special?
I think I may have something that takes spinning back fist to the next level.
Oh, yeah?
I'm
Really?
afraid to say it. It's an app that I've made on Claude, but I don't want to put it out there.
On the AI, you made an app?
Yes, but don't worry.
Wow.
I'm in the midst of it.
Okay.
I don't want to
Unreal.
say
Okay,
it. I think
yeah. Don't
somebody's
say
going
it.
to.
Don't say
But
it.
guys, we have a spinning, and I named it
Wow.
spinning back fist app. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
And I'll tell you guys off air.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. 'cause
Stay
I'm so
tuned.
And I
curious.
think you're gonna like it.
Okay, good.
I think you're
I'm
gonna
excited.
And when we announce it's gonna be a big deal, we're gonna have a celebration.
Yeah.
It's still in the infancy stages, but man, I can't say it yet.
I hope we leave this room and he describes what tapology is.
Oh, no, people are gonna be like, oh my God, Jack Mack, like
Wow.
this is the greatest thing ever, spinning
Wow.
back fist.
Wow. All right. Stay tuned for that.
But and then we'll come up with a name too.
And we're gonna throw now to our interview with Raul Rosas Jr.
The red panty parlay.
Oh, it could be a red panty parlay.
Red panty.
It's probably been used.
I don't know.
We're gonna workshop
Who
it.
cares if
We're
it's
gonna
been
come
used?
back. We're gonna
He
come
didn't
back with
take
the-
it from somebody. You know what I mean?
I took it
Like,
from
true.
Conor. I took it from Conor.
True.
McGregor.
Yeah. No, but I
Which
mean,
is
like,
MMA works. Yeah.
red panty
the
parlay.
red panty night.
Yeah, it's
parlay.
46-1. Like,
That's
it's like,
yeah.
But I'm saying if we're going to be doing 3 props parlay together,
Yeah.
like almost any scenario, it's
all
gonna
right,
be
so
like a
red
decent-
panty parlay.
Red panty
the red
parlay.
panty
There
night
we
parlay,
go.
The red panty parlay.
Hopefully, DK doesn't have an issue with that.
Yeah. Hopefully.
The red panty
If they
night
do,
parlay.
it'll be back next week with a different name.
Different name. Shout out DK though.
Shout out
DraftKings,
DK.
best in the biz.
And here's our interview with Raul Rosas Jr. Welcome back to the Spin and Backfish Show. It is Robbie, Big Ev, and Jack Mack, and we are here with Raul Rosas Jr. ahead of his fight with Rob Font, of course, this Saturday, UFC 326. What did you think of Rob Font right off the bat as an opponent choice for you? He's a guy who made his UFC debut when you were 9 years old, obviously a very respected veteran. What were the thoughts when you got his name come across your desk?
Just like I was ready for the opportunity, you know. I poured all my life. I poured all my life into this moment. I mean, into this career. So I'm ready to make the best out of this moment. I know he's tough in it, but that's exactly what I'm looking for. You know, I'm looking to fight the best in the company to prove myself. You know, so this is my chance and test for me. I know that, and I'm ready to pass it with flying colors and get my hand raised.
Rob actually said that you were the one that got away from him, and he's very excited to actually face you this weekend. Do you find motivation in quotes like that in the media from your opponents?
I don't know if I got away, you know. Shit, but I also don't know what was spoken to him, you know. But either way, we're here. We're gonna fight each other Saturday night, so none of that matters, you know. But I'm just ready, excited, you know. I'm ready to show him it's my time, and that's all.
Honestly, it's crazy. Obviously, you're 21, but you've been in the UFC a few years now. From even your Contender Series debut, if you rewind back and think about what you were thinking that day, that moment, how has it played out for you so far in the first few years? Like, did it go as you expected? Like, how do you feel about how everything's played out so far?
Definitely a roller coaster. Definitely, the fight game brings a lot of things that you don't expect. You know, obviously, all I visualize is my fighting career path, like me being in the cage and fighting and getting closer to the belt. But you're gonna turn left right here. But everything it brings, like the people you meet, everything, you know. So I'm grateful for all of it, and yeah, just grateful.
Just mentioned you're 21 years old. I believe this is your first fight as a 21-year-old. Do you have any after-fight plans already booked for after the fight?
No, honestly, my plan right now is just go out there, get the win, that's it. I'm laser focused on that, and whatever comes after, I'll just go with the flow. But my main job is to go out there and get the win this Saturday.
Respect.
I was watching an video of you at a jiu-jitsu tournament where you kind of like pulled up kind of some basketball moves. Have you considered ever doing that in an MMA cage? I know we've seen Sugar Sean O'Malley. It obviously worked out. You got the tap, but we've seen Sugar Sean O'Malley kind of after a win do a bit of a Kobe. Have you considered doing that in the cage, in the octagon?
I always did it. In high school and stuff. I don't know. Like I would just like to mess around. In the wrestling dual meets, I would just start acting like, or in practice, I would start acting like I was playing basketball. I was just having fun with it, and I don't know if I would do it in a fight because O'Malley did it, so I don't want to be a second guy doing it, So it's just whatever. But yeah, I mean, I just like to have fun.
Are you good at basketball? You ever play?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not the best, but I'm all right.
If you weren't a fighter, would there be another sport you could see yourself being a professional at?
Soccer for
Okay,
sure.
nice.
How did the Chihuahua start? When was the first time you said it?
The first time I said it was when I was doing camp in 2024 in Mexico City. My homie was saying it a lot, and it stuck with me, and I started saying it, and I just went from there.
Do you feel like you've created a monster
really
at this point?
What happened?
Go ahead, F. Sorry.
No, so what to you? Like, what does it mean?
Oh, like just a word of excitement, something dope. Like after you win, whatever, you're like,
Do you feel like you've created a monster with it at this point? Like, I'm sure it's like a business for you at this point. You got to get the merch going and everything.
yeah, accidentally all the pieces came together, So, and more importantly, like a way to connect with the fans,
Yeah, I mean, after you win, like every post-fight interview, you hear it in the crowd. Everyone's going nuts with it. It's like they're waiting for you to say it at this point, almost like you're the Rock hitting the catchphrase.
Yeah, so it just gets dope,
Do you ever get sick of people coming up to you and just saying "chi wee wee, chi wee wee"? Are you wondering where someone would just say, "What's up, Raul"?
No, but just on the part of me saying it back, I like have a few a day, like I run out.
Is getting recognized so much? Is that something you've learned to appreciate, that you like, or is it how does it feel being, you become such a star so fast?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. It's part of the process. It's the sport we chose. It's what we chose. So we just gotta enjoy everything that comes with it, and much love.
Does anyone ever startle you with the Chihuahua, like in an airport, or like if you're tired, you don't see it coming and you just hear it and it startles you?
What does that mean?
Like, does someone ever catch you by surprise?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to the fight this weekend. Obviously, it's going to be a good one. Rosas versus Font, UFC 326. Thank you for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Raul. Good luck.